The other day, I read an article. Do you know Mark Manson? He's one of my favorite writers. He shared a series of articles and said, "Things I learned at 40, but wish I had known at 20." The first thing Mark Manson said was, "Your relationships with others are a reflection of your relationship with yourself. If you respect yourself and take care of yourself, you will attract people in your life who are compatible with that. Moreover, people learn how to treat you by observing how you treat yourself. Conversely, if you belittle yourself, if you hate yourself, you will notice that the people around you will treat you worse. That's why I suggest you take a look at your relationship with yourself before blaming others. The real problem usually lies here. Once you fix this, you will see that the attitudes of the people around you towards you will change." One of my favorite quotes is, "The best and perhaps only way to feel better about yourself is to do things that make you feel good." I truly believe this. We often fall into this misconception. If I can figure things out in my head, everything will be okay. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. Change doesn't happen from the inside out, but from the outside in. If you want to feel good, to feel valuable, you have to do something for your life. It's impossible to feel good without action. Thoughts alone don't fix life. This may be uncomfortable to hear, but the truth is, no one is coming to save you. Perhaps this is an expectation left over from childhood. When there's a problem at school, mom comes, dad comes, someone saves you. But things don't work that way in adulthood. Making your life better, facing your problems, overcoming your failures, all of these are your responsibility. At some point, you have to accept that you're truly on your own. One of the most striking questions in the article was, would you be friends with yourself? This question is a very powerful starting point for changing yourself. Are you like the partner you want to have? Are you like the friend you want to have? We generally want to attract good people into our lives, but we don't really look to see if we possess those qualities ourselves. We tend to say, "Accept me as I am." But this upsets the balance of give and take and creates problems in relationships. Mark Manson makes a very interesting point here. Most of the most exciting things in life can actually be things that harm our lives. Casual relationships, excessive sexuality, social media, alcohol, gambling, drugs. These things feel very exciting and enjoyable in the moment, but in the long run, they can turn your life upside down. If something excites you excessively, you need to stop and think, because some excitements are traps. One of the sentences that affected me the most was this: "You give power to the person you blame." When you blame someone for your problems, your mother, father, lover, spouse, you are actually giving them control over your well-being. You are saying, "If you change, I will be okay." But this makes the solution impossible. The more you blame others, the more passive you become in your own life. You must be in control of the game. Mark Manson says, if a person feels the need to constantly define themselves by something, they are usually lacking in that area. A truly wealthy person does not emphasize their wealth. A truly intelligent person doesn't constantly try to prove how smart they are. A person with high self-confidence doesn't say, "Look how confident I am." If you are, you are. You don't show it, you live it. This sentence is very clear. If you can't say no, your yeses have no meaning. If you don't set boundaries, everything you offer will eventually become worthless. When you are someone who can say no from time to time, your yeses gain value. Extraordinary achievements come not from extraordinary actions. They come from performing ordinary actions consistently over a long period of time. Success may appear miraculous from the outside, but behind it lies years of discipline, hard work, and patience. As in the case of Roger Federer, blood, sweat, and tears. Choosing a partner is not just about romance. It is also about choosing a confidant, a companion, an advisor, a friend, and sometimes a business partner. That is why it is very important to build relationships on realistic foundations. Romantic feelings are not always enough. And finally, he says this: if you experience the same problem in all your relationships, good news. The problem is you. It's hard to accept, but it's liberating. Blaming others doesn't help. If I had read this at 20, I might not have understood it. I might not have been able to apply it. But today I can say this clearly. If you apply even 10% of what is said to your life, you can live a completely different life in the next 10 years. Thank you for listening, dear. See you soon. Take care.